Okay, look, I'm getting a lot of DMs and emails from you guys. Look, I'm still on vacation, all right? I'm still on vacation, but I'm going to do this video. I was going to save this for the Taco Tuesday, but I'm getting a lot of emails and I'm getting DMs, and you guys are asking me, showbiz so low. Who ducked? You know, you guys hearing that Jermall Charlo versus Jaime Munguia, that fight looked like it's falling through, okay? And there's still a chance for that fight to happen, and we all want that fight to happen. But you guys want to know who ducked, okay? In this case, nobody, all right? Jermall Charlo and Jaime Munguia, both of them signed for the fight, all right? Both of them, Jaime and Jermall, they both signed for the fight. The trip up was with the networks, okay? So there was a rematch clause, and the Zone said, we want everything. We want the entire, in the rematch, once they fight again, regardless of who wins, we want it all on the Zone, all right? And no matter what, or something like that. Whatever it is, I wasn't in the room, but that's what I'm hearing, okay? And there's a trip up there. Regardless, it really is the business, okay? But I want to say this. Look, this is why in our community, this is why I say what I say. I'm just into the fights happening, okay? I will give you guys updates on what's going on, and we could talk about those things. But this is why I grade fighters on the fights they've had. See, I don't look at a fighter and they only fought once a year and their resume isn't looking so hot, and I don't say that fighter is really the threat. I'm only grading the fighters who's fighting. When they're fighting, at the end of the day, they're piling up their resume, and at the end of the day, when you sit back and you look at their resume, that's who's greater than that fighter. This is, out of the two fighters, I look at this resume, I see what happens at the end of the day. Well, this is why, and skin color, and race, and I'm looking at the resumes. This fighter did more, so this fighter is greater. Everybody DMing me, going super far with this whole thing. And then you start speculating if you don't want to hear the truth, or the truth is only what fits your narrative. If you have a fighter that you love for whatever reason, or you have a narrative that you're for, you're not trying to hear the actual truth of what's going on or the real updates. You just want to hear somebody speak to your feelings. Why? Why? Let's just watch the fights. Okay, if the fight doesn't happen, okay, and we can't figure out why, no need to try to point a finger based on your feelings. A lot of things happen. There's a lot of unknowns. Since we don't know, let's wait for the information to come out. If there's enough information coming out and it's like, oh, okay, he's looking like a duck, fine, okay? But at the end of the day, let's be more into the fights happening than all of the other stuff. You can be into the other stuff. But, okay, case in point, you have Deontay Wilder, AJ calling out Deontay Wilder. You know, there are comments and people are talking about, well, AJ's just clout chasing. And he really just trying to, because he's really just, brother. What, is Deontay Wilder going to accept the fight or no? No? Then who cares? The rest is just you trying to make yourself feel good for some, I don't know what the hell's going on. I have no idea what's going on here. You know, I have people... see, once again, Canelo doesn't fight black fighters. Okay, look at Andre's last 4 fights. When last time he fought a black fighter? Jermall Charlo. Who's his most difficult fight at middleweight? Sergey Derevyanchenko. Second to that, Korobov. It's not about black or white. It's not about Mexican, Puerto Rican. It's not about Japanese, Chinese, Philippines. It's not about any of that. It's just, can the networks agree to get 2 fighters in the ring And hopefully it's a combination of fighters that will put on an entertaining event that we appreciate. Like Conlon versus Wood. Right? That's all it is. I think we have gone a little bit too far here. And the emails and the DMs I've been getting that are super long, trying to break down the reason why Charlo and Munguia is held up when none of us know. Dude, I'm so close to the sport, it's crazy. But I'm not privy to that information. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the meeting. I wasn't in the room listening to and negotiate with them. I sound like a damn idiot right now speaking about that until more information comes out. But to jump sides and get on the sides based on, I don't know, based on their demographic, based on shit, I really don't know. This is getting ridiculous. Okay? So look, they're not in the ring right now. They don't have a date right now. But who knows? By Tuesday, right? I heard that there's some kind of Showtime schedule coming out. We'll see. Okay? And hopefully we could get them in a ring. And if not, let's watch those who are getting in the ring. April, May looks great to me. All the way up to June looks great to me. Let's grade the fighters on the fights that are happening. And look at the end of the day, the type of work they put in. And whoever put in the most work is the greater fighter, right? This fighter has a better resume than that one, or this fighter performs better against like opponents or whatever. That's the better fighter. But for the most part, over 90% of the time, it's not the fighters. It's the managers, the promoters. It's those who are invested in a fighter looking as invincible as they can look for as long as they can look invincible. Because that's where the money is. And my thing is, me and what I'm trying to get us as boxing fans is to not let that idea, he won a fight and he's not going to fight. We're going to live out the fact that he's won another fight and that he or she is undefeated. And we're going to live on that and have fans fanboy the inactivity. Yeah, he hasn't lost though, or she hasn't lost though. Let's just start appreciating fights happening. Showbiz, well, don't. As of right now, there's really nothing to see here. I hope this fight happens. If not, I'm hearing about Benavidez versus Plant. I hope that fight happens. Hey, right now we got Tank versus Brody though. Now I'll be back on Taco Tuesday. Let me finish my vacation. I'm out. Huh.